Hey guys, Tarke here, and I want to take this opportunity to talk about what I'm doing to keep myself occupied now that I'm no longer playing group self-found, and the general issue you'll have with group play in Path of Exile, or one of the issues you can run into, and that is people. People and ARPGs are really awkward to do hand in hand, especially in a hardcore environment. So for anyone who has been keeping track of my videos, for the last week or so, I've been doing something called Group Self-Found. Basically, you get like a couple of friends together, you play in the normal hardcore Temple League, you empty your stashes so it's complete fresh restart, and the only trading which can occur is with the people you're playing with. Pretty straightforward mechanic, pretty straightforward concept. It's self-found with one or two other people. You roleplay it's Diablo. Now, it's a really fun way of playing the game, and it's something I try and do every couple of leagues. And it's great until people decide to be people. And this is also true of the whole kind of like, oh, I've got a new friend, how shall I get them to get into the game? Really, just let them play solo. The issues you nearly always have leveling, especially in hardcore, is like, you start at the same time. It goes brilliant. You get to, let's say, the end of Cruel, and you go, you know what? Gone to the end of Cruel, let's take a break for the night. Let's start again tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Cool. You go off for the night, you return at 12 o'clock the next day, and your friend's online, and he's in maps. You're like, wait, dude, what happened? He's like, yeah, sorry, bro, I couldn't sleep last night, so I just knocked these out. But I haven't done my lab yet, so I'll wait for you to catch up. No worries, bro. You know, okay, fine. So you then start plodding along, you get to the same appropriate level, and then one of you dies. This is basically exactly what happened for me and Kane on our first set of group of self-found characters. We stopped playing at the end of Cruel, I came back the next day, he was in maps, and then I died just as I was coming up to the end of Act 3 Merc, and I was like, huh, bollocks. So I then restart, he then just keeps mapping along nice and happily, doing his own thing, basically playing solo. And then it's all cool, we start mapping together, it's all going great, we get bored of characters, we decide to remake again. So we remake again, we log off at the same time. This time I decide to be the guy who just goes on ahead. So I go on ahead, and I'm like, yo man, I've reached this point, where are you at? A few hours go by, I get a message on Discord. Yeah dude, I just like fucking ripped, so I'm really salty right now. You're like, okay, cool. And then one of you rage quits, and then it's like, hang on, this wasn't maybe the best idea. So yeah, I'm back to solo self-found now because my group self-found experience was, I was just playing solo in hardcore with all my messed up Atlas, and I was like, you know what, let's just get an actual clean self-found experience. Let's just go for a complete fresh restart, and it gives me like something to do a week before the beta comes out. So that's what I'm currently doing right now, and it is awkward, and I'm not really sure what you guys have as long-term like solutions to this whole, oh, let's level with my friend. In softcore it's really easy. In softcore it's really easy, because if one of you gets ahead, unless one of you quits the game, you're not suddenly going to be in a situation where like one of you just straight up leaves. Whereas in hardcore, it nearly always seems to happen that you have one player who's more experienced than the other, or one player who just like says fuck you and just like does a bunch of solo leveling. One of the two bloody rip, and then that's it. I keep having this issue where I try and like introduce players to this game, and that's exactly what happens. You then do this whole thing of like, oh, but you then have your side character and you only play your side character. And then you have like your side character you only play when you're playing solo. The other dude's way more casual. And it's just a fucking pain. And this is something which I've experienced in a lot of the games that I play. So the main genres that I'm interested in are ARPGs and MMOs. And if you've ever like leveled with someone in an MMO, unless the two of you are really strict about we will have to play at these exact same times, so we have the exact same schedule. It wasn't that bad when I was a kid and I was at school. Like back when wee little Tarke, you know, would run home from secondary school. There might be a thing of like maybe one of my friends might get home and get like 10-15 minutes before me. He'll do like a battleground, he might do a 5-man, but we're at the same point. But the second you start having cases like where one of you works, one of you has an actual life, one of you is a streamer and their job is to just play video games all day, it does become kind of awkward. So yeah, TLDR, I'm playing real self-found now. And if you guys have any like good strats for actually playing in groups with others in hardcore environments without one of you getting frustrated with the other, please do let me know, just because it would be nice to have some strats so that I can more reliably play with people when you're in a situation where people have different kinds of schedules. But yeah, I'm Tarke, this is a little update. Have a good day, and bye-bye.